evening and welcome to the Spartan Center. My name is Mike Straub, honored to bring you Milton Hershey boys basketball tonight. The Spartans on their home court taking on the Shamrocks from Trinity in a Mid-Penn Keystone Division showdown. It should be a good one tonight. Spartans come in after a big win at Steel High earlier this week. Danye Baylor-Carroll had 36 points in that one. The Shamrocks, no slouches at all. They come in 14-4 overall. As you see the captains meeting right now. Get ready for a great one tonight in front of a very large crowd tonight inside the Spartan Center on a chilly, windy evening in Hershey, Pennsylvania. We'll spend a lot of time talking about this contest, but before we do that, I'll show you a special moment that happened this week on campus at the Milton Hershey School. A fourth grader at the school. This is Olivia Rosa. Let me tell you something about Olivia. She just loves the game of basketball. As you'll see in this video, she is quite the athlete. That is a writing assignment she was given in her fourth grade class, and she chose to write about Danye Baylor-Carroll. She asked for the chance to play some ball with Danye and the rest of the Spartans, so she was able to do it after practice yesterday. Some of her letter is really cool. She said, I want to play with Danye because he's a good player. He can teach me how to be a point guard. He can teach me how to be like him. He scored 1,000 points, and he's the best player on his team, and he practiced a lot. She wrote a whole long letter about this. A beautiful handwriting, by the way. It gives extra bonus points for that. And how about the skills? I mean, look at her dribble the ball. Clearly playing with an injury. She's ready to go. So in a couple of years, I know Nancy Black has got her eyes on Olivia Rosa. Tonight, though, we're just moments away now from this contest as the starting lineups are getting set to be announced. Quickly run through the starting lineup for the Spartans for you. These guys have been on a roll of late, and they got to keep it going. Should say they hit some speed bumps in the last couple of weeks, but they seem to be back on track. And one of the reasons they're back on track is they've got the senior forward, Trayvon Ferguson, back in the lineup. He had that scary injury to his eye, and if you follow Milton Hershey Athletics, Trayvon is nationally ranked, arguably the best high school triple jumper in America. He will be back in the starting lineup tonight. And I'll tell you what, this season has flown by, right? This is the second to last regular season home game for the Spartans. Give you a look at those standings to see what we're talking about tonight. The Spartans 9-2 in the division, 14-3 overall. Then you see Trinity 7-4, 14-4 overall. So other things to look at within those numbers. These teams play in different classes as we look ahead to the district playoffs. And I know I'm getting way ahead of myself. We got to get through the regular season. You got to get through the Mid-Penn tournament and then come districts. But the only way to ensure your season continues is those district rankings. The Spartans come into this game 6th in 5A. That's a good spot to be in. The top 16 teams make the playoffs. So if you stay in the top 8, you're guaranteed a home playoff game. 6th in 5A is a good spot. Trinity, on the other hand, first place in AAA. So they're 2 divisions down. They're a smaller school, but they're in first place. So Spartans can certainly improve their positions with a victory tonight on their home floor. Also keep in mind, the Spartans were undefeated this season until a visit to Trinity back on January 9th, and Trinity pulled that game out 73-64. That was the first game back from the extended winter break that is so unique to the Milton Hershey team. They go home for 2.5 weeks after Christmas. No other team obviously goes through that, so it's a very different process. Spartans lost that first game back in a very close contest at Trinity. If you've ever been over there, it's a tight gym. It gets hot. It gets loud. So a great performance. Spartans have stumbled in some other games since then. They've got those 3 losses, but a great win at Steel High, as we told you, and they are back on the home court tonight. So starting 5 now for the Spartans. That is number 10, Jaden Young, the junior from all the way from Brooklyn, New York, has made his way to the Milton Hershey School. There's number 1, Carrington Smith, the senior from Easton, Pennsylvania. He's got college football in his future, is the word around here. He's trying to make a decision about what he's going to do next year, but I understand he's got some chances to play football at the next level. There's Pedro Rodriguez. Pedro is a senior from Allentown, Pennsylvania, 6'2". And there's Trayvon Ferguson from York, Pennsylvania. Good to see him out there without the mask. He also was playing with a mask on his face after the injury, his first time back on the court, number 40. And then there is the senior leading scorer for this squad, Danye Baylor-Carroll. Gets a lot of the attention, but let's not sell anybody else short. We've seen Pedro put up some big numbers this year as well. But what a great moment there watching Danye and Olivia in that pregame video. Something else I'll just point out as we prepare for the national anthem. The JV team got it done tonight. They won 57-43. The varsity guys were standing on the sideline, jumping up and down as kind of the second shifters of the JV team knocked down some big shots in the final seconds. It was a cool moment. I don't know how many other varsity teams come out on the court and cheer for their JV guys. Something else for the Spartan fans out there to be proud of tonight. We will take a break now with everybody in the gym and stand for the national anthem. Well, shifting gears to the other side of the bench, if you will, tonight, the opponents from Trinity, if you're looking at their huddle, and as we get a look as they take the court, they have one guy who really stands out. That is 6'10" Sean Good. He's hard to miss. He's got kind of a floppy haircut, very, very tall. He's also wearing bright blue shoes. Now, as much basketball as we follow in this area, you really don't see that many Division I basketball players. You think about it, there's not that many spots on Division I basketball teams. And you think about even the last few years out of the entire Mid-Penn Conference, barely any Division I guys. Sean Good is Division I bound. He is set to play at Lafayette College next year. He's a serious player, one of the top players in the Mid-Penn Conference. Donier's in that conversation as well. And the Spartans will have their hands full of that 6'10" frame tonight. And he wins the opening tip, and we are underway at Spartan Center. It's a little bit after 7:30 tonight here on a cold, cold Friday night in Chocolatetown. Spartans come out man-to-man. See Jaden Young playing nice defense. There's a foul. Jaden Young reaching in. Anthony DeFrank draws that foul. Coach for Trinity is Mr. Larry Kostelak Jr. He is one of the characters in the Mid-Penn Conference. Just a loud, fun guy. You see, he's always got that towel. And his son, Larry Kostelak III, is an assistant. He keeps the towel over his shoulder, just like his dad. They're kind of a dynamic duo at Trinity. Nice slice inside. Sean Good has the board, and it's up and in. So he has his first rebound and his first points just like that. Spartan is looking to push it here. Carrington on the wing goes down low for Pedro. Pedro had a look, gives it up to Jaden Young. There's Donier's first shot of the night. Back of the iron, no good. Long rebound, Trinity has it. The thing about Sean Good as well, he can shoot it. So just because he's not down low, he's a danger really anywhere on the floor. See, Carrington's got his hands full of that big body down there right now. And there's the lob for Good. Knocked out of bounds by Donier. It'll stay on that end. The Spartans are coached by Mark Zerby. You see him pacing the sidelines. Signature sweater over shirt and tie look. There's a three from Trinity off the mark, long rebound. Trayvon's got it. Trayvon looking to push. Slows it down out to Carrington Smith. Carrington slices inside, has it blocked from behind by Good. The Spartans come up empty on their first two trips down the floor. Wide open three. This time it's knocked down by Anthony DeFrank. 5-zip. Shamrocks lead early. Donier drives. Has it knocked away. I think this is going to be on the floor. It's a foul. Not quite in the active shooting. Yep, they'll mark it down low. First team foul on the Rocks. Trayvon from the elbow knocks it down. Trayvon Ferguson. It's something about lefty jumpers. I mention it every game. Maybe I'm just jealous. Just a right-handed shooter doesn't look as pretty. Man-to-man, the length of the court, Danye. They call a late foul. It'll be Danye Baylor Carroll's first foul. Inbounded into the corner. The lob for good. Knocked away again. Jaden Young. He'll stay with the Shamrocks. You know, I give Zerbe even a lot of credit wanting to go man-to-man when you've got a body so imposing as Goods on the court. You'd think just zone him up and try to force him away from the basket. Around the wings it goes. Look for Good inside. They find him. He's too strong with it. Rebound, Pedro Rodriguez. Danye will push. Left hand inside. Hangs, has it knocked away. Good's able to corral it with his elbows out. And Trinity's got a head of steam. Up and under. Acrobatic layup doesn't go. Jaden Young grabs it. We say this every live stream. If people want to turn it into a track meet, the Spartans will gladly run with just about anybody. Trayvon thought about it. Crosses over Good, gets to the rim and scores! Trayvon Ferguson! Oh, he says, feed me, let me eat! Right at the big man. Down low, stolen away, Pedro Rodriguez throws it ahead. It's a little too aggressive. Trayvon wasn't looking for it. Spartan Center comes to life after that last basket, going right at the highly touted Sean Good. Good crowd in the Spartan Center tonight. Oh, Good is wide open. Carrington fell over, but he passed it anyway. I don't think he realized how open he was, and Spartans come up with another steal. Trayvon goes right at him again, right past him to the rim, and he draws the foul. Frankly, I think Zerbe would have liked Trayvon to finish that. There wasn't a ton of contact. I think he was anticipating a little bit more contact from Sean Good, and he didn't take it quite as strong. So anyhow, 2 shots for Trayvon Ferguson. Spartans have a chance to take their first lead. Never mind, they can just tie as Trayvon comes up empty on the first. .456 to go in the first. Pretty eventful first couple of minutes here. And that one's too strong, so Trayvon Ferguson comes up empty at the free throw line. Pass ahead is knocked out of bounds. Danye Baylor Carroll. To the wing for DeFrank. Jaden's all over him. Spartans really forcing Trinity to spread the floor with that tight defense. Got away with a walk? No, he didn't. They call it. Good call. You see Coach Kostelak jumping out, coaching up his guys. He is fun to watch. Been doing it a long time at Trinity High School. Trinity not too far away. Private school over on the West Shore, away from Harrisburg, Camp Hill, Pennsylvania. Trayvon to the rim, kicks it out though. Jaden Young for 3, no good. Rebound. Pedro Rodriguez skies up and gets one. Now Danye's got it. He'll kind of reset the offense now. Pedro comes across for a screen. Danye, Trayvon left alone. He'll take one. No good. Rebounded by the Shamrocks. Yeah, Shamrocks out of control. Trayvon has it, and he skies, misses it. Jaden's right there for the putback. I think Trayvon was anticipating a foul, and it just didn't come. But Spartans have their first lead, 6-5. So initial thoughts on the Shamrocks, as good as Sean Good is, no pun intended, they kind of lack a natural point guard to feed him the ball. Now DeFrank gets hammered, but no foul called. Ball's loose. They say it stays here. I sure thought it was last touched by Trinity if it bounced that way, but all right, we'll see some changes to the Spartan lineup and the Shamrock lineup. Naeem Cross is going to check in for Carrington Smith. And this is what it's going to be. It's going to be Carrington, Naeem, probably Josh Parra, just mixing up these bodies on Sean Good, try to wear him out. Naeem's got the muscle to hang with anybody. He comes up with a block, and he recovers it. Nicely done. Pedro nearly has it stolen. Danye has to go back and get it. He gets away. Nice dish to Naeem. Goes up against Sean Good. Lays it up and in. Trying to draw the foul. Spartans lead 8-5. Danye loses a man just for a second. Ball is loose. Now Trinity's got numbers. They can take advantage. It's a long three. Good. Rolls it in there. That's Matt Long living up to his name. We're tied at 8. In transition, Pedro from 10 feet doesn't go. Trinity has it. I see Pedro take that to the rim. There's a bump. I think it's going to be a second on Danye. So Danye's going to have 2 fouls and no points in the early goings here. That's exactly what it is. Danye stays on. Hillary Secor checks in for Jaden Young, though. There's a three. Back iron. Nobody on that weak side glass for the Spartans, and it's dropped in. Trinity retakes the lead 10-8. 2.5 to go in the first. Naeem working out of the wing. Skip pass over Trayvon. He drives. I get him for a walk, just a little too aggressive. Hillary Secor defending the ball now. Danye's got 2 fouls, got to be careful. Trayvon's man falls down, and that's a travel. That was Matt Long just losing his feet. Danye ahead for Trayvon, thought about it. Now he's got the lane if he wants it, spins it out. Hillary will take a three, way off. Sean Good runs down the rebound. And Trinity looks to push. Good shot fake and drive. Lobbed over for Good. He can dunk it. Basket and the foul. See who they give it to. It's on Trayvon Ferguson. And that's well executed in transition to set up Sean Good for 2. This would match Trinity's largest lead of the game. They now lead by 5. Parra checks in. He replaces Trayvon. So now it's his job to deal with Sean Good. Danye brings it up. Stops and pops. Back iron, no good. Rebound. Secor battles it away. Ball's on the ground. Oh, they get a foul or just out of bounds? The way he put his arm up, I thought it was a foul call. They just get Secor out of bounds. So Danye looking for his first bucket. Oh, here come the Spartans in that great full court trapping zone. He's way out of bounds. There you go. Spartans force a turnover right away. Yeah, I don't hide my my fandom of when the Spartans run this zone with Parra at the top. I think it causes havoc for teams, especially teams like this who don't really have a natural point guard. Danye, there's Parra working outside. Danye looks to drive, pulls it back out. Parra was left alone in the middle. Nobody could find him. Danye thought about it, and he steps in. Pedro will take one. Back iron, no good. Spartans still looking for their first 3. Great job by Parra to grab that board away. Nice steal. Now Danye. I jinxed it, right? Right? No, still not going to go. Danye tries again. This one's good. That's a 2. So Danye's in the books. Maybe he can find some rhythm. Down by 3. So we approach a minute to go in the first quarter. Lob for Good. Nice skip pass. A 3 for Trinity goes down. Matt Long can shoot it. Spartan's got a hand in his face. Pedro gets a line to the rim. A lot of contact, no foul. Sean Good has the block. Trinity with numbers, 3-on-2. Long keeps it up and under. How about that acrobatic bucket? 8-point lead, lobbed ahead. Pedro underneath, nice job in transition. And he steals this one away. And you know, I think it was last touch by Trinity. I know I'm partial though. And I made a New Year's resolution a couple weeks late to be nicer to the refs on our MHS Kids Trinityshamrocks.org live streams. So I'm going to keep that tonight. 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. Trinity calls the thumbs up play. I wonder what that means. Here we go. We'll take a look. Spartans go to the zone. Dangerous, though. We've seen how well Matt Long can shoot these threes. Also, Anthony DeFrank knocked one down. Around it goes. They pulled Sean Good off the court so he doesn't pick up a foul in the final seconds here. And look at that design play. Matt Long three. Great shot. Doesn't go. It's a really cool play, actually. And again, that's the Kostelacs. They can draw up some good ones. All right, so after one, the Spartans are trailing at home 18-12. But I'm telling you, this one's going to go right down to the wire. So don't go anywhere on MHSkids.org.
And where everyone feels loved.
And knowing that they can always depend on us as house parents, I think it gives them a real sense of comfort, knowing that they don't have to worry.
We have 7 boys right now, and we have a wide range of personalities. We have Aiden, Noah. They really feel accepted and they understand that they're a part of the family, which is just awesome. And we really try to build that here with them.
Great stuff right there. See some house parents tonight, some student homes who came out on Friday night, braved the cold to come out and see this one, and I think it's worth it. It's going to be a good one tonight. These are two of the best teams in this division, two of the best teams in the Mid-Penn Conference, two teams that will battle for district championships in their respective class sizes. Just to get you caught up, Spartans are ranked 6th currently in the 5A district rankings. Top 16 teams make the playoffs. Trinity, on the other hand, 1st place in AAA. Less schools, though, smaller schools, only 8 teams make those playoffs. So it's a balanced division this year. Spartans have the ball. Jaden Young pushes it. Parra's out there. Trayvon Ferguson, Naeem Cross, and Danye Baylor-Carroll. There's Danye. Thought about it. Jab step to get open. Now he'll drive among the trees, off balance, off glass, and good. 4-point game. Yeah, and Sean Good just took a bunch of steps. Again, I'm going to be nicer to refs. I wasn't going to say anything. I just kind of thought to myself, looks like he's stumbling, bumbling there. And quick turnover from Trinity. Team Kostelac's not happy about it, but we're fans of them, so it's okay. Parra lost out there, needs some help. Jaden Young comes out and gets it. Trayvon on the wing, looking down low, nothing there. Jaden Young. Danye, shot fake, gets free. Nice dish, almost too good. Now Sean Good's there. He comes up with the defense. It's a nice drive and dish, but Naeem couldn't corral it cleanly, and that threw off the rhythm. Look down low for Good. He's got it. Nice triple team by the Spartans to force it back out. Drive high off the glass and in. Nice finish by Patrick Walker, 6'3" junior. Naeem in transition, picks it up. Jaden Young has a line, right-handed at the rim, doesn't go. It's going to stay here. Good hustle from Josh Parra to force that loose ball that stays with the Spartans. Nice drive by Jaden Young, just a little too quick at the rim, couldn't get it to drop. I really think Jaden has a lot of good things, doesn't get enough credit. Danye for 3, back iron doesn't go. There's Jaden grabbing a great board. And he'll drive. Pull up, right hand, doesn't go. Oh, Spartans just having a tough time tonight. Bunch of misses here in the first half. They trail by 6. Nice job by Carrington, nearly got it away. Ends up down low for Long. He drops it up and in. So there you can see what Trinity can do. As soon as you miss that one steal, the whole court opens up. They turn into 2 like that. The largest lead of the game now. Trayvon drives. What a move at the rim, but he comes up short. Ball's on the ground. Trayvon has it. Somehow comes away with it. I thought he was calling a call timeout. He keeps it himself. Danye walked. Almost want that to go in just to get some rhythm going. Just a little too aggressive on the jab step. Spartans just a little out of sorts. There's something about Spartans can really score in bunches. Just haven't seen it tonight. Haven't seen them come up with those turnovers, leading to the easy buckets. And, you know, give credit to Trinity. They're getting back on defense. They've seen what the Spartans are capable of. These teams play each other twice a year. Very aware of each other's styles. Long drives, no look for Good. And that's what he can do. When you're 6'10", you can dunk it. And Coach Zerby's going to take a 30-second timeout and reset things. We'll keep it here. Spartans down by 10. Never want to be down by this much at home. Never been down, period. But good timeout to reset some things. Spartan center feels a little bit flat. Need a bucket here. Breathe some life into it. Step up that defensive intensity and turn something around. Keep in mind, Donnie Baylor-Carroll's got 2 fouls as well. He's got 2 fouls and 4 points. It's back on January 9th. Trinity won over Milton Hershey, 73-64 over at Trinity High School. That was the Spartans' first game back after the winter break, also their first loss of the season. So you know the Spartans are out for revenge. Spartans, though, off kind of an emotional win the other night at Steel High, come from behind. Danya had 36 points, so they just come a little bit flat, looking like they're a little emotionally drained after that one. Danye takes a screen from Pedro. He's got the mismatch now, and they switch back. Danye pulls up anyway, hand in his face, and drops it in. That's a long 2, but nice to see some rhythm from Danye get going. And this one's stolen away by Trayvon, and what a job to throw it back. Now Danye 1-on-2. Shoots it anyway, and that's a foul on the rebound, so it'll be underneath. That's what we mean. The steal, go for quick buckets. That's what this team does. Now, again, though, credit Trinity getting back and defending. First foul on Patrick Walker. Third team foul on Trinity. Trayvon inside. Looked like there was a bump there. No foul. I think they're going to give credit to the defense for knocking the ball away. Back to a man-to-man. High dribble, no call. Danye defending to Frank. Danye's playing with 2 fouls. There's a drive inside, leaves it for good. Misses it, rebound, Jaden Young. Look at Jaden Young out-rebounding Sean Good. And going end-to-end, high off the glass, and it drops in. Jaden Young, the 5'11 junior guard, says, I can hang with the big boys. And we're back to within 6. Nice defense from Carrington Smith. Oh, I thought he had the jump or a steal. Some confusion out top for the Shamrocks. Danye defending Mike Scarpelli. Lobbed inside for Good. Outside, there's Long. Guy can shoot it. Jaden Young skying again. Nobody stopping the ball. I thought Jaden might push right at him. Trayvon left alone. Doesn't go, but he gets his own rebound. Oh, I thought it should have gone right at him. Instead, he got afraid of Sean Good and kicked it out. Danye will take the jumper. Back iron doesn't go. Ooh, they say last touch by Pedro Rodriguez. He asked the ref, how? How? Some confusion in the gym as well. They react around us. So 4 minutes to go in the half. Spartans down by 6, but after the timeout, a different kind of energy. As Hassan Kamara has checked in for the Spartans. Good to see Hassan out there defending the ball, trying to create some turnovers. Down low for Good. Pedro, and they're going to get Pedro for a foul coming from behind on the 6'10 Sean Good. I think that's just the first foul on Pedro, though. Our last live stream with you, Pedro was in a bunch of foul trouble, so we didn't get to see much of him. Hopefully tonight's a little bit different. And there we go, force their turnover. Pedro Rodriguez defending. The Shamrocks give it away. Hassan into Danye. Shamrocks pretty successful, just manning up the Spartans so far. Hassan Kamara, Trayvon looks to drive. He's able to do it. Left hand at the rim, drops it in. Trayvon Ferguson, tell you what, he looks like he's just walking, and all of a sudden he skies, and that's when you're dealing with a nationally ranked leaper. He can do that. Now he's dealing with Sean Good on the block. What a handful. And at the rim, it's missed. Hassan Kamara defending out to Pedro. 1-on-4. Pedro's got to be smart. See, that's the. Tell you what, Trinity gets back and defends. Give them some credit. Now Jaden inside, nobody's stopping him. What a job! He uses the rim to keep Sean Good off his back, and he drops it in. It's a 2-point game. Timeout on the floor. The Shamrocks want to regroup. So, out of that last Milton Hershey timeout, it's an 8-0 Spartan run. They're back to within 2. And I'm just saying, I think we spend a lot of time, at least here on the live streams, we talk a lot about Danye, deservedly so, Pedro, deservedly so, the bright spots that are Josh Parr and Trayvon Ferguson, maybe guys we didn't expect to contribute as much this season who are having great years. And Jaden Young just kind of quietly plays a ton of minutes and does some seriously good work for this squad. The junior from Brooklyn, New York. And he's really had probably the best quarter defensively and offensively to lead the Spartans back into this contest. Quick guard lineup right now. Hassan Kamara, Jaden Young, and Danye Baylor-Carroll all on the floor. Hassan guarding end to end. Oh, and Long gets left alone. Misses it though. Rebound. Dropped in. So Spartans really out of sorts in that half-court set, leaving the shooter alone and then the weak side glass wide open. Danye thought about it, gets stuck. Now Pedro's got it. He'll take it through the hand in his face and hit Pedro Rodriguez. And the Spartans finally have their first three. They needed that. Spartans can knock him down as much as anybody, but have been cold from long range tonight. 1-point contest. Long, striving strong. Let's see who they could call that on. They call it on Jaden Young. That is tough. I mean, if it didn't, like, it's actually 34, Jack Boucher. I think I've been calling him Matt Long for the last 35 minutes. Matt Long is 33. This is Jack Boucher. Oh, I got to steal a line from Rasheed Wallace. He says, ball don't lie. That was one of those tough calls, and Jaden Young takes a deserved break. He's got 2 fouls. What a second quarter he's had. As Hillary Secor checks back into the lineup. And Bucher gets 1 out of 2. So it's a 2-point game as it stands right now. 2:24 to go. And fans in the Spartan Center really kind of soaking this in right now. Both sides pretty quiet. Not sure which way this is going to turn before the half. Trayvon takes a screen, puts up his dribble out to Secor, and Pedro will kind of reset the offense. Waves over Danye. He says, let's go to work, my man. Danye into the trees, gives it to Pedro, and he's fouled. It's a nice pick and roll by Pedro. That was interesting, kind of a slow developing pick and roll. Pedro set that pick early. Danye draws about 3 defenders, and slowly but surely Pedro ends up right underneath the basket. Those are 2 guys who are friends. They've been playing outside since they were, living in student homes in middle school. Oh, Danye got his man up and he gave it up. Pedro to Hillary. Hillary gets stuck. Pedro takes a 3. Got it. Pedro's finding some rhythm. Little fist pump. He's fired up. He's hit 2 threes in a row. Spartans have the lead back, 28-27. On Pedro nearly. Oh, they get him for a foul. You love the aggressiveness. I think it's only Pedro's second. Zerby's just saying, got to use your head, got to use your head. You need him on the floor. Guy's got the hot hand. Instead, they got to pull him off with those fouls. It also puts the Shamrocks in a 1-on-1 situation. Carrington Smith checked back in. Lane violation on the Shamrocks. The shooter actually apologized to his buddy, said, I kind of threw you off with my lost track of my own shooting rhythm. I haven't seen that in a long time. A 1-on-1 situation where you don't even get to shoot the basket because your teammate ruins it for you with a lane violation. Kind of a strange first quarter, and Trayvon walked. Just kind of got caught in a weird spot and walked with it. So Spartans give it right back. Teams swapping odd turnovers here throughout this half, really. You want to give credit to the other team's defense, but really both teams have just kind of made some, I don't know what the right word is, kind of, asleep at the wheel kind of mistakes. Down low for good, stolen away. Trayvon Ferguson, nicely done. And then Carrington walked with it. I actually think, Mark Zerby thinks he got rid of the ball. I think he did too. But maybe he never quite got his feet up in the air. That one hurts the most. So back-to-back bad turnovers for the Spartans. Just got to shake those off, though. You're leading by 1 with 1:20 to go. You were down by as much as 10 in this quarter. If you can get to the halftime break, something like this right now, you got to believe Mark Zerby would be very happy. Carrington defending. Steps over and helps. Passed back, now down low into the dangerous tip by Hassan Kamara. Spartans got to just find some rhythm right here. Donye's the guy to slow it down. Minute to go. Donye goes right at his man, sizes him up, takes a three, and hits it. You just knew it. You just had that look. I knew as soon as he sized that man up, he was going to knock down a three. Spartans' biggest lead of the night. They lead by 4. Nice drive inside and kick, and that's an offensive foul. I tell you what. Hillary Secor steps up and takes a boom. The Spartans play so aggressively end-to-end. They tend to get called for those a lot. It's nice to see them step in and take one. Donye with Sean Good in his neighborhood. That one's no good. Right idea. Try to get your hot hand going. He picks up his dribble. Now Spartans got to defend down low. Great job by Trayvon Ferguson. The Spartans are playing those entry passes so well. I mean, Sean Good's got 7 inches on anybody on the floor or more right now. So guys like Trayvon, Carrington, Parra, they're attacking the entry pass more than anything else. And guys that big, you got fouls to give too. Force them out there. 20 seconds to go. You got to believe Trinity's going to wait for the last one. Never mind. Oh, that's a foul. So that'll be the 3rd on Jaden Young. He got caught out of position, and that'll send Matt Long to the free throw line for 3 with 18 seconds. That is the 3rd on Jaden Young. First is on its way. It's good. Now these guys at Trinity, they come up from the West Shore Catholic schools, practicing together. And those are small schools, smaller school districts. They all know each other from a young age. Trinity has produced some great players over the years, always fundamentally sound. Always at or near the top of this division year in and year out. 3rd one's on the way, comes up way short. So 1 out of 3, but an offensive rebound. So a chance at more here, and they'll still wait for the final shot. So that's got to drive Coach Zerby crazy. Bounced over for Bucher. He drives inside, lost it. Secor's got it, lobbed ahead at the buzzer. Kamara's fouled. So Hassan Kamara will go to the line. Man, you want to see him make that, but you think he's rushing against the clock. He's rushing against a defender. So I'm not going to knock him at all for that just falling off the front of the rim. Love to get these to go. Hassan Kamara misses the first. Spartans going to change the lineup. They don't want to see any silly fouls here in the final second. So Carrington comes off. Donye comes off. Just one here would be a big boost. Be a big boost. Hassan Kamara. Got it. All right, 32-28, 4-point lead. Lobbed ahead, nearly out of bounds. And just wild finish to what was a highly entertaining half. And look at Pedro's, always that first guy off the bench, high-fiving everybody. He was the guy cheering on the JV guys. Good to see that from the Spartans, and what a comeback. Spartans trailed by 10 in the 2nd quarter. They lead by 4 at the break at the Spartan Center. We got some great stuff for you at halftime. You know that. We got all kinds of good stuff to tell you about. Tell you what, you want to run through Olivia one more time right now before we go? We're going to run through this cool story we had for you before the game. You just joined us. This is the story of a 4th grader. This is Olivia Rosa. She loves basketball, quite an athlete. Writing assignment in her class, she said, I want to meet Donye. I want to play basketball with him. And she got to go to practice yesterday. Watch these skills she's got. So she's got an injured wrist. Still's got that inside-out dribble, one-handed at the rim like it's nothing. I'm telling you what, Nancy Black is taking notes right now, getting ready to bring her up as soon as possible. Team loves it. You got to love that bond that the Spartans have. I'll tell you what, her letter that she wrote in class, beautiful handwriting. She said she wants to meet Donye so she can teach her how to be a point guard. She wants to learn how to score 1,000 points. In conclusion, I would want to play basketball with Donye. Donye is a good player because he practices and he can teach me how to be a point guard. I want to be like him because he is great. Good stuff. Tell you what, we got more good stuff coming up for you now at halftime and with the 3rd quarter in just about 9 minutes right here on MHSkids.org.
We were looking for a way to connect with the students better than just using a phone, using email, because we knew that that was not a system that the students navigated to or responded to. They have their phone in their hand all the time. It's just their primary mode of communication.
I go to Penn State Harrisburg. I am a sophomore and I'm studying general bio. It's important to have a relationship with Milton Hershey School in general because it kind of reminds you of where you came from. And
it's really important for our students because the majority of them are first-generation college students. So it's really important for them to have somebody who is there to help them through that process. This is a great way that we can send group text messages and then it becomes individualized as soon as the students respond to the message.
Miss Ambrosic just texted me. She just said she wanted to check in and see how classes are going so far this semester for me.
When we initially got the texting platform, we had 60 kids who were missing documents. So we sent out 30 emails, 30 text messages. Within a 24-hour time period, we had responses from all of the text messages and had issues resolved. And with the email, we only had one response. Texting does work.
Coming here, there were 3 goals for me. One very important thing was coming here, there were 3 goals for me. One very important thing was to let them know that I love them. The second thing was that I wanted them to have a great childhood.
It's a sun.
And then the third thing was I always wanted them to graduate.
My name is Randy Mladenoff.
And I'm Julie Mladenoff, and we're house parents at Milton Hershey School. I had 7 brothers, so it was kind of nice having girls in my life. I guess my mothering skills came helping my mom with my little brothers. That's probably gave me the experience of taking care of all the children here at Milton Hershey. No.
We had no idea. We didn't think we would be doing it for this long.
No.
Yeah, the student bonds and the friendships we created over the past 39 and a half years is beyond our imagination and our dreams that we had. It's really fulfilled our lives.
Absolutely. It's always been hard when our kids left us, but it's harder for us to leave our kids, because this will be the first time we're leaving them because they have always left us.
And went on to middle school or high school.
Mm-hmm.
Or out in the world.
Yep.
Have a Sparky day! You gonna have a good day in school today? Yeah!
And we hope that we fulfilled your childhood, because you certainly fulfilled our lives and fulfilled our dreams, and beyond our memories, are, you know, it's just awesome.
There is no better place to find your spark than at Milton Hershey School. A place where you're surrounded by love, opportunity, and high expectations. Ask yourself, if not here, then where? If not now, then when? Finding our passion requires us to live from the inside out, because our sparks come from within. Our passion is formed by who we are, where we came from, what we believe, where we are going, and who we want to be. So let's strive to be creators of positive sparks. Let's challenge ourselves to light candles of encouragement throughout the entire school community. We can't let anything dim the light that shines within. Our purpose is developed and revealed during the darker times of our life. The darker it gets, the spark within shines brighter, and our purpose becomes even more clear. No amount of darkness can hide your spark of light. Find your spark. Be the spark. Share your spark. I truly believe that each of us is destined to make a difference, that we are made to accomplish amazing things.
I think a home is a place where everyone feels accepted, where everyone feels welcomed, and where everyone feels loved.
And knowing that they can always depend on us as house parents, I think it gives them a real sense of comfort, knowing that they don't have to worry.
We have 7 boys right now, and we have a wide range of personalities. We have Aiden, Noah. They really feel accepted and they understand that they're a part of the family, which is just awesome. And we really try to build that here with them.
We have been learning about sound in science class, and we've been talking about all the different ways that we can produce different sounds.
The students had to come up with their own plan for how they were going to be making their instrument.
A drum, rice, pasta, and some mac and cheese.
Sound is not just listening, it's using many senses.
It is a collaborative project.
They worked on constructing all different kinds of homemade musical instruments. I'd like the students to understand that when they would like to have something, that they learn that, hey, maybe I can make my own, maybe I'm the next inventor.
Today you're going to work on how it looks. We want to add color and add design. The aesthetics play a large part in anything. It's the first thing you see, it's the first thing you notice. They work really hard at the painting and the designing and the placement of all of their elements. Art connects with so many different subjects.
They could see how science and art and music are all related. And they are going to take their instruments and perform that in front of the whole school.
In first grade, I made this instrument that I used in the concert, and I shared this beauty of sound with somebody else.
Well, back to action. Third quarter just underway. Spartans already have a steal and a miss, so leading by 4 to start third quarter. How's that not a double dribble? But instead it turns into a 3 for Trinity. So Trinity has the first bucket of the half, and it's a 1-point Spartan lead, 32-31. The 5 on the floor for the Spartans are the starting 5. Carrington Smith, Jaden Young, Danye Baylor-Carroll, Trayvon Ferguson, and Pedro Rodriguez. Carrington crossover dribble. Danye thought about it. Now he will take one. Somebody all over him. No foul calls. He hits the deck. Spartans come up empty on their first 2 trips. Passed ahead. Knocked out of bounds by Danye. So keep in mind, Danye Baylor-Carroll playing with 2 fouls. Jaden Young's now playing with 3 fouls. They're both on the floor to start the third quarter. Pedro also playing with 2 fouls. Spartans were down by 10 in the second. They came back to have a 4-point lead at the halftime break. Drive by Matt Long to the rim, drops it up and in. Everybody's paying attention to the 6'10 Sean Good. Matt Long takes advantage. Jaden Young drives, pulls it back out. Over for Trayvon. There's Danye. Down low for Pedro. He had a couple of threes. And he is fouled, so Pedro will go to the line. Talked a lot about the district ranking. Spartans are 6th in 5A. You know who's ahead of them? Hershey High. Hershey High, I believe, is 4th at 18-2. What a year they're having. just across the street. Pedro knocks that down. Of course, one of their losses, I believe, is to the Spartans. So Spartans can hang with anybody. Telling you what, Mark Zerbe's got to believe. Everyone wants to get ahead of himself and talk about it just yet, but this team can get clicking. They're as good as anybody in 5A. Pedro gets 1 out of 2. Trayvon runs it down. That is last touched by Sean Good. Stays with the Spartans. Great hustle by the All-American track star, Trayvon Ferguson. Tied at 33. Dangerous pass, but Danye is able to track it down. Gets away. He's got a mismatch. He goes inside, tries to pass. It's stolen. Trayvon thought about it. Now he will drive. Pulls it back out. Down low for Pedro. Fade away. Doesn't go. Carrington Smith can't get it. Battle for it. They're going to call a jump. It's kind of a precarious spot. It'll stay with the Spartans. So a third shot at points on this possession. Tie ball game here early in the third quarter. Tell you what, put it out on the social media you're watching. Tweet it, Facebook, share the link. Let's get an audience. These guys deserve it. Stolen away. Trayvon runs it down. Just screen waiting for him. His man falls down. He drives on him, pulls back. Danye for 3. Back iron, long rebound. Matt Long has it, but he falls down. They call him for a walk. The hard part there is, and you see Anthony DeFrank telling the ref, yeah, he was dribbling. I think he was right. He was bouncing the ball as he went down. Still, though, refs will pretty much always call you for a travel if you fall over in possession of the ball. So how about another try at points in this possession? Pedro drives, gets hacked. So Pedro will go to the free throw line for the second time in this possession. Pedro, the senior guard slash forward slash do everything guy from Allentown, Pennsylvania. Rolls off the front iron. Spartans just don't look comfortable. They had a great spurt there in the second quarter to come back, but they've started this half a little bit flat. And you see Zerbe kind of lighting them up, saying, let's go, wake up. Guys are still kind of pointing at each other, not sure who's supposed to be standing where. Come on, boys, this is the second to last home game of the regular season. Pedro gets 1 out of 2. Danye back defending. Nice trap, and Pedro kicks it away. It's a nice trap, though, to come in and try to create some havoc. Bucher's open. Trayvon commits the foul, trying to deny that entry pass. See how many that is on Trayvon. It's his second. So it's Trayvon, Naeem, Josh Parr all taking turns dealing with the talented and enormous Sean Good. 3 is on its way, no good. Rebound, Jaden Young skies up and gets it. Spartans lead by 1. Jaden Young goes to his left. He gets hacked. They call it on the floor anyway, ball underneath. So handful of, that'll be the third foul already in this half on the Shamrocks. So Spartans go to their spark guards, if you will. This is Hillary Secor and Hassan Kamara. And they replace Carrington and Jadenian. I'll tell you what, they created a lot of turnovers, a lot of energy in that second quarter, and they check in here early in the third. Trayvon, Danye for 3. Elevates and hits. There's something about his rhythm. You can tell when he shoots in balance and rhythm that it's in. That time he had it, knocked it down. 4-point lead for the Spartans. Oh, and Danye went for the steal, comes up empty. Now the Spartans got to recover. In transition, a 3 from Trinity. Short rebound. Kamara, one-handed ahead for Pedro. 1-on-2 at Sean Good. At the rim, can't get it. Just shied away from the big fella. Now Trinity has numbers. Lobbed ahead, easy finish at the rim. Doesn't go. Spartans get back and defend. What a job. Now Danye looking to push. Pulls up for 3. Got it. Danye, Baylor, Carroll. 3 more. 7-point lead for the Spartans. Timeout Shamrocks. Which is a 30-second timeout. And that's the experience. Larry Kostelak Jr. kind of feels things slipping away. Calls that timeout, settle his team down. Also, Zerbe has a chance to kind of get his guys back on track. I mean, as nice as it looks on the scoreboard in the past couple of minutes, teams felt a little out of sorts. So I bet they'll make some adjustments right now and come back even stronger. What did I say about the Spark guards? Kamara and Secor tonight just breathe some new energy in. A pass, a steal, next thing you know, a three, another three. Those guys have really grown up in front of our eyes the second half of this season. Hassan Kamara, junior guard, and Hillary Sikora, another junior guard. They nearly create the steal there. Last touch, though, Danye knocked it out of bounds. He's trying to argue that he didn't, or that it was last touched by Matt Long. 40-33. Spartans have a tendency to score in bunches. That's their style. Ooh. And there is a steal by Hassan Kamara. He looks to push. He smartly slows it down, gives it to Danye. They try to trap Danye. He says, no thanks, all the way to the basket. High off the glass, doesn't go. That's just the size that Sean Good. I mean, the guy is 6'10". He's a Division I commit. His presence alone just throws off these shots at the rim. They're looking for him. They get it to him awfully deep, but he's able to just drop it up and in. And that settles it down for the Rocks. Get the ball in their hands of their star and let him go to work. Trayvon has some room to work, crosses him over. Trayvon left-handed, can't get it to go. Ball's still on the ground. Pedro's got it, tries to kick it out. Probably should have just taken the jump. Instead, it's a turnover. Now Trayvon is slow to get up. Spartans are outnumbered because Trayvon is on the floor on the other end. Now he gets up. Zerbe calls a timeout to check on his guy. It's a full timeout, though. We will keep it here, however, though. Let's just keep it here. Spartans now leading by just 3. It's a quick little 4-0 run for Trinity. Really all Sean Good related. So Trayvon's going to check out and have a visit with the trainer. He's walking around on his own. Probably just twisted something going down for a second. Now he takes a seat on a chair, but doesn't look to be too serious. I don't want to get ahead of myself, though. Let's see if he takes his shoe off over there. Looks like the trainers are initially going for the tape. Carrington's talking to him, but the starters are over on the bench having a seat. This is our first full time out of the game. You know, experienced coaches, experienced teams, a lot of seniors on both these rosters. I don't call a lot of these long timeouts. So let the guys kind of settle it out on the floor. 30-second timeout here or there. These are experienced squads who have faith in their players. Their coaches have faith in players, I should say. They kind of let them handle it on the court. And there you see Sean Good coaching up his guys. Fun fact, Sean Good, this was written about in a local newspaper last year. 6'10", 205, Division I bound, and also a vegan. Doesn't eat any animal products. Watched the documentary, changed his life. So what's interesting about that, though, is it just to be that big and be this athletic, and he plays, you know, year-round basketball, he apparently just eats constantly. Danye, quick three. Got it. Knocks it down. Spartans come out in the press. Pedro kicks it away. Still good defense. But I was reading that article about Sean Good. It said he just walks around with food. He has a special even note from the doctors or somebody saying this kid needs to eat all day, and he gets to walk around in school and eat. Spartans get the steal. Danye slices and dices, draws the foul. And this is what we talk about when the Spartans score in bunches. They create turnovers. They wreak havoc. Suddenly 5, 6, 8, 10 buckets just like that. When they come to life defensively, it starts defensively. So Danye's at the line. Gets the first. 44-37. Second one on its way. And for the first time tonight, the Spartans get both halves of a trip to the free throw line. Lobbed in for Good. Right back for DeFrank. Hassan Kamara chases him now. Now Parra's in pursuit. The big man can't stop the little guy. Nice job by Anthony DeFrank getting two. Danye slicing through again. Crossover, pulls up, kicks it out. Sikor for three. Got it. Hillary Sikor knocks down a three. Hassan Kamara trying to stop the ball, and he commits the foul. It's probably a pretty good foul, though. Don't give up another free basket at the rim. Allow your guys to get back and set things up. Now Trayvon took his shoe off, but he's back on the bench putting his shoe back on, so hopefully we'll see him check back in when he's ready, when he's needed, I should say. Josh Parra defending the big man right now. Spartans go back to man-to-man. 3 minutes to go in the third. It's got to be a walk. Nice job. Let's give credit to Hillary Secor once again, slipping a hand in there and creating a turnover. I just nicknamed them that, the Spark guards. That's what I'm calling them tonight. They just make things happen. Danye drives. How about that with the right-hand finish? Danye to the rim for 2 more. 50-39, Spartans lead by double digits for the first time. At half court, Pedro defending. Out on the wing. Secor gets beat, he's got to recover. There's a 3 by Bucher. He had the hot hand early. This one doesn't go. Sean Good kicks it out. DeFrank from NBA range, no good. Rebound, Long has it. He gets caught. Oh, and he's bailed out by a foul call. Man, I thought he was caught in no man's land jumping around down there. Still, Matt Long will go to the line with a chance to slow things down for the Shamrocks. Shamrocks going to their bench, and Trayvon's going to check back in, as is Jaden Young. Long willed that ball into the hoop. Looks like a line change for Trinity. Josh Parra and Pedro Rodriguez will take a deserved break as Jaden Young and Trayvon Ferguson check back in. You see Pedro gives a high five down all the way down to the end of the bench. I don't know if it's a superstition thing or he's just the ultimate teammate. Long gets them both. The lead is back to 9 for the Spartans. Danye brings it up slowly, waits for a screen, jump back, and kind of slipped. Hillary Secor drives behind the back, gets caught. Oh, he had his man spun around, he didn't even realize it. Gives it to Trayvon, inside for Danye from about 8 feet, off balance and hits. And a fist pump of approval from Mark Zerby. He says, just get low, defend, don't foul, just defend. Into the corner, that's an open 3 for Long, no good, ball's on the floor. Last touched by the Spartans. Trinity wanted a foul on the 3, didn't get it, but they're able to retain possession. Hillary Secor, give that man, I'm clapping for that guy as he checks out. Pedro replaces him. What a boost off the bench in the third quarter. Quick inbounds, nice drive by Matt Long. You saw Hassan Kamara start about taking a charge, a guy out of the way, gives up the easy 2. So they trade baskets, Danye. Jaden Young. Kamara back to Danye on the right wing now. Now Hassan drives, he's got some lane, high off the glass, doesn't go, tip, 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 still loose. Out to the Rocks, and they're looking to push here in transition. A pull up, I think the toe's on the line though, but they call it a 3. And the 3 is good, nice job by Mike Scarpelli, showing his range. Pedro out of control, gives it away, bad turnover by the Spartans in transition. Long will pull up, no good, rebound, Trayvon. Jaden Young looks to push. Spartans always look to push. Doesn't have the numbers, doesn't care. Off the glass, count it! And the foul! What a job, Jaden Young! .5'10" junior, only junior in the starting lineup from Brooklyn, New York. Off the glass and in. Spartan center loved that one. 3-point play, the old-fashioned way for Jaden Young. Nicely done. Spartans man-to-man, full court now. Oh man, blow, that's gotta be 5, getting close. Secor went for the steal, now he's stuck. Stolen away though by Danye Baylor-Carroll, and he's got a wide open path, drops it in. There's the buckets. Looking for another one, nearly got it. Nice dish, driving dish, but it's blocked from behind by Pedro. Spartans off to the races again. Pedro through the trees, he's fouled. A clap of approval, but even Pedro's mad he couldn't get that one to go. He knew he had a shot at a 3-point play. Lead is 11 with 40 seconds to go in the third. Again, the Spartans really started this quarter flat, but have come to life. Trinity tied this game up. Pedro knocks it down. Nice to see the Spartans' free throw shooting improve as the game continues. Danye takes a breather. He'll probably sit the rest of this quarter just to make sure he doesn't pick up another foul. He's been playing with 2 since the first couple of minutes. Pedro got them both. And Carrington checks in for Pedro, so it's Carrington, Kamara, Trayvon, Secor, and Jaden Young. So Spartans go particularly small right now. Final seconds of this half. Maybe they know Trinity want to wait for a shot, but Trinity can't afford to wait for the final shot. They need buckets in a hurry. Down by 13. Spartans' largest lead of the night. A lot of walking, no call. Out to Bucher for a 3, doesn't go. Secor has it. He can slow down, but what's the point? Tries to run. That's last touch by the Rocks. It was nearly stolen away, and then Secor kind of bounced it off the leg of Will Bucher. Pedro and Donnie will check back in. Spartans now can play for that last shot, and Mark Zerbe puts a couple of shooters back on the floor. Secor inbounds for Trayvon. Spartans go, it's a clear out for Trayvon, nearly has it stolen. Jaden thought about it, 10 seconds. Got to do something. Jaden at 6. Secor at 3. Trayvon got to shoot at the buzzer. Rejects Sean Good with as easy a block as a 6'10 guy's ever going to get. So I don't think Secor knew how much time was on the clock. But regardless, we go to the 4th. Spartans lead by 13. But I'm telling you, the Spartans led by double digits at Trinity earlier this month and lost that game. So we got to see this one to the finish right here on MHSkids.org. Mike Straub back with you tonight on MHSkids.org. A look at the packed fan section right behind the Spartan bench. They're fired up for this one, having a good time and doing a great job supporting the Spartans at home. So 4th quarter, Spartans lead by 13 against the #1 ranked AAA team in District 3, the Trinity Shamrocks. Spartans come out in the zone, flying around the court, hands up everywhere. Nice long possession. Look at Trayvon go up and get it. He says, yeah, you're 6'10", but I'm a nationally ranked triple jumper, so I can sky if I have to. Trinity needs points in a hurry. Spartans got to just defend it and then slow down their offense, which really isn't their style. See how this quarter goes. They keep looking for good. Spartans have really done a fantastic job denying those entry passes. And it's just such hard work, and that's going to be a foul on Trayvon away from the ball. Credit Sean Good kind of selling that one. But it's such thankless work battling down there on the block, just denying entry passes. None of it shows up in a scorebook. You know, no college coaches can go, how well did he defend against entry pass? Oh, that looked like it was really off his leg. And look at Pedro quickly tells his teammate to calm down. Look like Danye bounced that off a Trinity player. Ref didn't see it that way. And that one finds Good at the high elbow. He kicks it out, though, and around the corner it goes. 3, no good. Rebound, Jaden Young. Tell you what. I haven't been able to keep stats. I'm all by myself tonight, but Jaden Young's rebounding tonight, along with his driving. Give it to the man. Left hand off the glass and in. What a night for Jaden Young. 61-46, Spartans lead it. That's over and back. That was over and back all day. It's a timeout on the floor by Trinity. The Spartans get the energy to start the quarter, and Larry Kostelak Jr. and Larry Kostelak III have to call a timeout and reset things. Mark Zerbe just keeps the intensity up in his huddle. See if we can get our on-floor camera in there. There we go. How about that? How about that angle? Exclusively on MHSkids.org. Coach Zerbe just coaching him up in the 30-second timeout, taking you inside the huddle tonight. Let's give credit to photographers tonight. That's Doug from the MHS Communications Department. And tonight on the high camera, we got a student running it tonight. Gavin, 10th grader, doing a nice job for us tonight. So Spartans all around doing a nice job tonight on the floor and high above the floor on MHSkids.org. All right, fourth quarter of action, 61-46 out of the timeout. Shamrock basketball set the floor for you for the Spartans. You got Hillary Secor out there now, one of the Spark guards tonight. Paige Rodriguez, Danye Baylor-Carroll, Trayvon Ferguson, and Jaden Young. That three is off the mark. There's Big Sean Good keeping it alive. Stolen away, Hillary Secor into the trees. 1-on-2, too wild with it. Oh, man, would have loved to see Hillary knock that one down. Nearly gets another steal here, though. Lobbed at the basket. That's not the way it was intended to work, but it did. Still, though, Sean Good misses it, and Danye has it. Pedro, touchdown, Milton Hershey. It looked like it, right? The long pass into the end zone for two. And Danye's got another steal. Go up, young man. Drops it in. Remember when I said the Spartans score in bunches? The Spartans score in bunches. Once they get one, they get another steal, and then another. And the Spartans lead by 19. Danye nearly got another one. Trinity inside. Stolen away by Pedro. What a job. He's able to control and find Jaden Young. Pedro's slow to join his squad. Trayvon says, come on, man. Jaden misses that one. Hope Pedro's okay. Might want to get a sub. He's still limping around a little bit. Out on the wing, Spartans go back to that man-to-man. Secor defending. There's a screen from the big man, Sean Good. Lob down low, nice job. But he misses. Spartans have just had enough to throw off Sean Good tonight. Now Danye, 1-on-3. Still he goes, misses, but there's his buddy. His old best friend, Paige Rodriguez, has his back. Got to be careful not to commit silly fouls here. Sean Good, nice dunk in transition. So Spartans look a little almost too comfortable right now. There's still time. They've got to just get disciplined here, especially on the defensive end. That was an easy bucket. They lead by 19, 5 minutes to go. Danye wide open underneath. No problem for Danye Baylor-Carroll. And Zerby calls a full timeout. He sees something he wants to sort of reset. They lead by 21. We'll keep it here. Let's just sort of reminisce on where we've been tonight if you're just joining us. It was 5-0 Trinity in the early going. They led by 10 in the second quarter. Then there was a timeout by Zerby and company. Reset things. Had the lead at the half by 4. Trinity tied the game early in the third, and then really the Spartans have just kind of extended it from there. Interesting moment just now. Trinity is one of those teams got a lot of coaches. They got a bunch of guys over there in suits and ties. And the coaches all just had a powwow out above the H on Milton Hershey without the players. And then Coach Kostlak jumped in his huddle. As we go inside the Spartan huddle, all smiles right now. You see everybody clapping. And the guys we haven't seen too much of tonight, some guys like Nate Nelwan-Woosen, guy's been an important player off the bench. Naeem Cross and Avon Cross, haven't seen them tonight, but guys who've been very valuable throughout the season. Nothing for them to hang their heads about tonight. It's just been really Hassan Kamara and Hillary Secor who have just been incredibly valuable off the bench in this game tonight for these guys. Spartans look for the trap, doesn't come. Now they got to get back and defend. It's a long three and it drops. So that'll stop the bleeding in a big way. And Trinity's going to try to press for the first time tonight. Jaden Young picks up the dribble. Long pass for Paige Rodriguez. He smartly throws it back out to Danye. So that's not, you don't really practice that press break, but it'll work. Pedro extends the court. Sean Good's not used to being that far away from the basket. I remember Sean Good last year could shoot the three a little bit. We haven't seen him try that tonight. Jaden Young to the rim. Got it. And that's the thing. The Spartans have so much quickness that if Trinity wants to try to defend them all the way out there, the guards for the Spartans are going to get to the rim. Danye defending the ball nicely. Thrown over to Long, looking down low for Good. Spartans will trade twos underneath. They lead by 20 as we go under 4 minutes. Oh, that's a foul. That's a foul on Sean Good, and you hate to see that. The Spartans have just, when I talked about the battle all night for position, the Spartans have just gotten in his head. And you know what? Sean Good assumed he was getting taken out. as he loses his cool just for a minute. Frankly, I can't believe that's not a flagrant foul. You just intentionally grab somebody and toss them. That's not a regular foul. That is a flagrant foul. That's the definition of a flagrant foul. Pedro misses it, looking for a foul call, nothing there. So Shamrocks get it back. Nearly stolen away by Danye at the rim. It misses it. Trayvon has it out to Danye. Nice left-handed dribble to get away. Now he goes right hand at the glass, and it's good. Danye says count it, 2 more. Zerby says back up. Don't need to press now. 3.5 to go. Oh, and they're going to get Danye for a reach. You know what he did there, why the ref's going to call that? He reached across his body, and that's what creates that foul. Really only his 3rd, and Danye deserves credit for playing so much of this game with 2 fouls. To go that long and only pick up his 3rd now, he did a fantastic job defending well and not committing fouls. It looked like a shove off. They let it go. Nice pass inside, though. Bucher misses it. Danye has a board. Danye, little shuffle. Trayvon resets. Pedro now out to Jaden Young. So we approach 3 minutes to go in the contest. Spartans lead by 22. Working through a screen. Looks like the Shamrocks are going to mix in some of their deep bench now. Danye looks to drive. Pulls up, gives it to Secor, has it rejected. That's what Sean Good. You can kind of forget he's 6'10" and he shows his muscle there. There's a foul on Pedro. Just reaching, just a little too aggressive. Going to get Hassan Kamara back on the floor, Josh Parra back on the floor. 3rd foul on Pedro. He's all smiles, all claps over there. He's had a nice game. Doing some things that don't show up in the scorebook. Hassan Kamara defending the ball. Down low for Sean Good. Spins away, misses it, comes up empty. Josh Parra has it. It's a foul. I think Trayvon went down hard in an inadvertent elbow maybe. And he's just so nervous. He just came off that eye. Just came back from that eye injury and he's holding his face again. So you hope he's okay. Zerby's out quickly, as is the trainer. He's on a knee now. Pedro's going to bring him a towel. That's the hard part. Leading by 22, so you see Trayvon down there still on a knee. He's going to walk off the court now. And the hard part, if you're a Trinity fan, thinking, why are you taking so much time here? The guy just came off that crazy injury to his face. So you know he's just a little bit more apprehensive dealing with that again. Just took his mask off. Can't quite tell if he's holding more of his jaw this time, but he's off the floor as we're back to action. Jaden Young has it, 2:25 to go. Danye works outside. High screen. Danye gets inside, dishes it out for Hassan Kamara. Danye will reset. Dribbles through the trees. He's got a backdoor look. Nice job. Nice block by Sean Good. Last touch by Jaden Young. So now Sean Good imposing some of his will that we talked so much about in the early going on the game now. Still 2 minutes to go. Spartans lead by 22. What a job by the Spartans to battle back, down early. Not just make a game out of this, but really sort of run away with it against a very, very good Trinity team. This will do wonders. This will help in the district standings. Shouldn't say do wonders. It's still a AAA team, but Trinity is a team that plays a tough schedule. So in those district power rankings, this win does play well. Danye slicing through, pull up elbow, doesn't go. Parra, nice board though, slicing through. Parra's been such a bright spot for this squad. Hasn't been asked to do a lot tonight, but you see the fire he's got. He was dressing JV tonight too, so think about that. He's been playing basketball today for a while. Carrington checks in for Jaden Young. Carrington Smith, the senior from Easton, 6'2". Naeem Cross is going to get back into the game. Josh Parra comes up empty on the front end of a 1-on-1. Corner three open for the Rocks. High, no good. Rebound saved inbounds to Danye. He throws it across for Pedro, and he'll slow it down. 1:15 to go. Kamara got caught up. Now Pedro will drive at the glass, drops it in. Nice slice at the basket by Pedro Rodriguez. I think Zerbe has been trying to tell those guys they don't have to press, but they're just wired to. That's just the way they're built. So Danye checks out with a minute to go. What a performance by him once again. The senior, second to last home game of the regular season of his senior year. And his night is finished, 75-51. So we get some of these other guys in. How about Christy Henrys is on the floor tonight. Naeem Cross, Carrington Smith, Hassan Kamara. And I believe Jaden Young is still out there. Yes, he is. Henrys gets beat on the baseline, and then it's dropped in. So a timeout by Trinity. I think they're going to mix in some of their guys as well. Reset things. And you see that? You're up by 22. You still see Coach Zerbe just coaching up Christy Henrys. And Henrys is saying, I've been sitting for the last hour and a half, Coach, and now you want me to pop up and play perfect defense? So what a job really by the Spartans throughout. Let's hit on our next live stream event. Tell you what our next thing we're going to do here on MHSkids.org. I think it's a wrestling match, if I remember correctly. And it is. How about Thursday night? Right here in the Spartan Center. Cedar Crest is coming to town. Hey, you can see Dylan Bird in action, former Mid-Penn Wrestler of the Week. 22-point lead for the Spartans, less than a minute to go. Kamara throws it off a Trinity leg. So Christy Henrys is checked in. That's the only one of our new faces to check in. Naeem Cross had some run in the first half. Now he's back out there. Jaden Young is stuck. He finds Naeem, and the QB hangs on. Gives it to Carrington Smith. Lobs underneath for Christy Henrys. Oh, I should have shot it. Get yourself in the book, young man. Nothing wrong with that. I promise you the Costalax that Trinity wouldn't mind. Lobbed over. So the Spartans will just run it out now. As the student section starts clapping. 20 seconds to go. Zerbe says, you got to go. They're still defending you. You might as well play. They're not even listening. It's Jaden Young over to Carrington Smith. Lobs it out for Hassan Kamara. And what a performance out of Spartans. I really don't want to take anything away. That's a quality opponent. They enact a little revenge on a team that handed them their first defeat. Hassan Kamara says, let's make some noise. Some fist pumps on the bench. And the Spartans get a victory, 75-53. Milton Hershey gets it done at home tonight in front of a very, very high energy and very well behaved Spartan crowd tonight. Credit to the Shamrock fans as well for a fantastic environment. But the Spartans leave the victors on this Friday night on a chilly night in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Danye, Baylor, Carroll, Pedro Rodriguez both had big, big games. Trayvon Ferguson all but silencing the Division I bound Sean Good. All 6'10" of him was really, really kept quiet in this game. And that was a team effort too. Also guys like Josh Parra and even Jaden Young doing some great rebounding. As Good takes one last look back at the floor, kind of thinking that was not the kind of game I expected, but what a job by the Spartans. A big win tonight, 75-53. We thank you for joining us, for everybody who made this live stream possible at MHSkids.org. We hope you have a wonderful night and a wonderful weekend. We'll be back Thursday night for a little wrestling. We hope you'll join us then. It'll be a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun bringing you those games and all of them. There's some fans sticking around tonight. We appreciate you guys as well. So travel safe, and hopefully we'll see you the next time right here at the Spartan Center. Have a great night. All right, so it turns out we're actually back. So let's get it going. It was called out to us as post-game with Pedro. Here he is, Pedro Rodriguez, Carrington Smith as well, a couple seniors. All right, man, lay it out for us. That was a wild one. Down early, down in the second quarter. Tell us about coming back in this one.
I mean, it all started on the defensive end.
Yeah.
We decided, had to pick it up full court, and the half court rebound, just working as a team, working together, talking, and just playing hard, playing our hearts out.
Do you guys think about the loss at their place?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Does that hang over you? Is that something you say before the game?
Of course. The score was definitely up on the whiteboard, and, we never forgot about that. And last year they actually beat us for this exact championship game, so we definitely kept that in the back of our mind. I knew we had to come out here and get a W.
Capital Division champs, fellas.
Yeah, let's go.
How's that feel? Put a banner up, right? What's that mean to you guys?
I mean, it means a lot, especially for us seniors, class of 2018, to know that we could come back here anytime and look at the banner and see 2018 Mid-Penn champions. It's just a feeling that you're not going to forget. And now definitely it's good excitement for the playoffs in districts and states.
I don't want you guys to miss this picture, all right, guys?
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
let's go.
Hey, fellas, thanks for coming up. As always, appreciate it. Congratulations. Enjoy it, guys. Frankly, I had a lot more questions. I like talking to Pedro. I would have asked him about 5 or 6 more things, if I'm being quite honest with you, on mhskids.org. But I don't want them to miss that photo op, as I see Gavin getting the shot for us. And I'm glad we came back on. We did not mention that this clinches the division championship. So as you look around the Spartan Center, the guys will get to hang this year on the division champs banner. And I got to tell you, give credit to Mark Zerby and these seniors. This is such a tough division this year. Steel High is good. Trinity is very good. East Pennsboro is good. Palmyra is good. Camp Hill is always a good team. When you looked at this division at the beginning of the season, I don't think a lot of people out there were saying Milton Hershey's going to win this division. As they came out and played, they clearly became the favorite, and then they delivered on that. So credit to these guys getting it done, hanging a banner up in the gym. That's all you can ask for. What a moment for these guys. And it's a springboard now. Go off now to the conference tournament, then districts and states beyond that. So one last time, a redo of sorts on mhskids.org. These guys deserved it. A little extra airtime post-game with Pedro. I didn't know it was branded. I don't know. You can sponsor that. You can put that on a banner. And congratulations to these guys. And have a wonderful night once again on mhskids.org.